Good day, everyone. Today, I want to talk to you about something the world is constantly searching for, but often looks for in all the wrong places. We talk a lot about love. We talk about peace. But how do we actually teach it? We must begin by teaching the children to love one another. But you see, you can't truly teach love and peace without first teaching the children their genealogy. Why genealogy? Because when you know who you are, and more importantly, who you are, it changes how you look at the person standing next to you. It turns strangers into neighbors, and neighbors into family. The truth is, the world is not a collection of isolated groups. The world is one big family. The Bible tells us exactly how this family began. In Acts chapter 17, verse 26, it says, "And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth." We all share the exact same beginning. We all have the same greatest grandmother and grandfather, Adam and Eve. Let's take a look back at the very first pages of our family history. In Genesis, God created the first man, Adam, and the first woman, Eve. Genesis chapter 3, verse 20 gives Eve a beautiful title, and Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Think about that for a moment. Every single culture, every distinct language, every skin tone, and every nation can trace their steps backward through time, and they will all meet at the exact same front door, the Garden of Eden. When we look at someone who looks different from us, speaks a different language, or comes from a different country, our worldly eyes might see a stranger, but our genealogical eyes see a sister or a brother. We share the same foundational DNA. We are branches growing from the exact same root. But our family tree didn't just stop there. As history moved forward, our family story went through an incredible moment. A moment where the entire world's population narrowed down to just one single household. Thousands of years after Adam and Eve, the world faced a massive restart. And just as we all branched out from our first parents, our family tree narrowed again through Noah and his wife. The Bible tells us that when the great flood came, only 8 people stepped onto the ark. Noah, his wife, their 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their sons' wives. Genesis chapter 9, verses 18 and 19 tells us, "Now the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These 3 were the sons of Noah, and from these the whole earth was populated. This makes Noah and his wife the trunk of our global family tree." Every single person on earth today shares that same incredible survival story. No matter what continent your ancestors came from, your ancestors were on that boat. To put this into perspective, let's do some fun math. If you wanted to call Noah by his proper title today, based on how many generations have passed over the last 4,400 years, you couldn't just call him Grandpa. You would have to stand here and say the word great about 130 times before saying grandfather. Imagine that, great, 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 saying it 130 times. That is how deep our history goes. But what it proves is that we are all cousins of the exact same preservation. We are deeply, physically connected by the same bloodline. But our genealogy doesn't stop with human names, bloodlines, or survival stories. If we trace the lines back past Noah and past Adam and Eve, we find the ultimate source of our existence. Ultimately, this means we are all bound together by the highest truth. We all share the exact same Creator, which is God. We aren't here by accident. Your neighbor wasn't a mistake, and neither were you. We were all fashioned by the same divine craftsman. As Malachi chapter 2, verse 10 beautifully asks us, "Have we not all one Father? Has not one God created us? Why then do we deal treacherously with one another, profaning the covenant of our fathers?" When we realize that God is the Father of us all, it changes the rules of how we treat each other. If I hurt you, I am hurting my cousin. If I hate you, I am hurting someone made in the image of my Creator. Loving one another isn't just a nice suggestion. It is a family obligation. So, let us teach the children. Let us teach them that they belong to a family that spans the entire globe. Let's teach them that when they see someone who is lonely, someone who is different, or someone who needs a friend, they are looking at family. We share the same roots in Adam and Eve. We share the same rescue story in Noah and his wife. And we share the same Heavenly Father who loved us enough to create us. We are one big family. Let us live, love, and walk in peace together. So, if you like this video, give it a like and please subscribe. Thank you, and God bless you.